Alright. Just quick. Grab another drink. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ugh. So, new patch came out, dropped yesterday for Predecessor. There were some changes.
Welcome, the architect of your fate.
Argus got a nerf on I believe Particle Shredder, they nerfed. Strictly because of Disintegrate, since he does give so much damage.
Welcome, the architect.
They nerfed the scaling on it. They buffed Iggy and Scorch, his turrets now. It was 40%. No, they were supposed to have buffed him. Let me double check. Because he was supposed to be getting a buff this patch. Yeah, he was supposed to be getting buffed this patch. Yeah, his Disintegrate passive, Argus's Disintegrate passive was supposed to go
A new power is rising.
The damage multiplier went down from 40 to 35%. So, the increase in damage is less, but it still has its infinite stacking. Gideon's alt scaling went down. Not by a lot, but by a fair amount, just to... They changed the cast to be a little bit more responsive. Let's see, previous quality of life change, prime greater responsiveness due to this scaling. It's not what they're... Yeah. Basically, they just decreased Gideon's scaling on his ult. That's the only thing. Grimmix got
peace and quiet.
Some changes.
You have selected combat mode.
His movement speed increased because he is a little bit more immobile. His base health went up by 15, so 625 instead of 610. His health growth per level, though, went up by 2, so instead of 98, it's 100, so he's gonna get a little bit more HP out of this. And his armor went up by 2, so he'll take a little bit less damage in lane. Displacement Blast, the damage was increased, its physical scaling, his physical scaling on Displacement Blast was increased by 10. So it scales more with physical damage than it does magic, but it's only a 5% difference. So you can still build him magic. It's just gonna do slightly less damage than it would if you built full physical. But the normal mode projectile speed was just slightly decreased. His energy shield now lasts for 1.5, an extra half a second, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it kind of does if you use it a little too early. And they've decreased the cooldown on it by 2 seconds at all ranks. And GTFO can now be used in the air. So if you jump and use it, it'll cast in the air. But yeah, Iggy and Scorch.
Oh yeah.
That I'm actually looking at the patch notes here. The changes were onto the flame turret. The base damage went up by the base damage at rank 2 through 5 went up. Instead of 19 at rank 2, it deals 20 damage. Instead of 26, it's 28. Instead of 33, it's 36. And instead of 40 at max rank, it's 44. Plus, the magic scaling went up from 18% to 20%. So he does deal a little bit more damage, and its mana cost has been decreased to 40. So he's able to use them a little bit more. And everything else has just been kind of... But those are like the big... Omen's having its... Those are kind of like some of the big champion, or the big hero changes that I really care about. The rest of them... I mean, the Fae got her Bramble Patch...
You ready?
The Fae got her Bramble Patch,
We are the Amaranth. We are
damage
the
and
forest.
cooldown. Got a buff for Bramble Patch. The damage is higher, and the cooldown's lower. Shinbi got some general changes.
Looks like it's showtime.
Her initial mana pool got nerfed by 20, got reduced by 20, but her mana growth went up by 6. So mana growth per level is now 36 instead of 30. And Circle Rhythm now has increased scaling from 22 to 25% magic power. Again, not a lot, but it can be, given how well she can easily use Megacosm and be able to proc the additional effect with Circle Rhythm. It definitely gives her a little bit more damage. Just a little extra scaling. Like, it's only 3% extra. But sometimes that little bit of 3% can translate into a lot of damage in extended fights. The Revenant has some changes.
Welcome.
Just to make his
This ain't gonna take long.
just to make Obliterate and Scar a little bit more useful during the late game, because they do they do fall off pretty hard late game after he just finished scaling. Obliterate's cooldown is decreased. Got decreased. No real big changes there, but it's, you know, to be able to use it a little bit more often in fights is pretty good. And the damage amp from Scar does 12% bonus magic damage instead of 10%. So he's got a little bit more damage additional damage from Scar. That gives a little bit more usefulness to the ability. Like, it was more Scar was more usable in late game fights than Obliterate. Like, Obliterate was pretty much useful if you wanted to try to get the execute from... They were low health and you were just trying to get the execute and they were out of auto range. Or it was a little dangerous for you to get into auto range. But Scar, like, 10% bonus magic damage, still pretty decent. Having an extra 2% on top of that makes it a little bit better. They didn't do anything with the cooldown, so it's still... So the damage amp really is just the only thing that kinda does it, but like I said, the biggest thing was his Obliterate, because having that up a little extra, it'll do a little bit. I honestly wonder if I should do like a magic revenant, a magic based revenant, or like a magic revenant build, just for shits and giggles. Because he does have decent scaling on both Scar and Obliterate. It's just everything else. Scale all of his other, like, his damage is like everything pretty much scales with physical damage except for Scar and Obliterate. They have magic scaling in them as well. So, and plus I feel like you have to use like maybe something like Megacosm, probably Combustion and Megacosm, as well as Azure Core, because you're going to need to be reliant, as well as probably something with cooldown. Probably big cooldown, because you're going to be reliant on those abilities to deal damage. Maybe you can probably do something like a hybrid where you can have like a little bit maybe like putting Mind Razor into the build to give you some physical damage, but still having like primarily magic based and mana and magic to increase mana to increase Mind Razor scaling to give his basic attacks some damage, and but the remainder of the magic damage that you get for Scar and Obliterate to deal a crap ton of stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't want to... That's something I would want to test out like a practice tool or in bots before I do anything serious with it. Plus, in order to do like weird off-meta builds, you have to be good with the character. And I need more practice on him. Like, I've had some decent play with him in the original Paragon, but this one is he's a little different here, and I haven't had as much experience. Plus with all the weird blips that Predecessor has had over the past couple months, really. It's been hard to play a character who you have to be very careful with the auto attacks. Garbash, he got
On the job.
Garbash got some nerfs. They decreased his mana growth by 10, so he has 10 less mana at every single level. And Song of My People has got nerfed to 8% scaling instead of 9%. So he's not going to heal as much. But that's because he has so much strength in that healing that once he puts it on,
You ready?
The ground must be
he can basically just keep everyone alive in late game team fights. Particularly if he builds a lot of heal and shield power items, and not necessarily any sort of frontline. Morgesh got some buffs. Her Hive got another buff this patch. They really... With that being pretty much a primary usable ability, for poke and wave clear. They really kind of did something by more or less decreasing its area that it affected. Instead of giving us like an area indicator like most AoEs, it has just a lob, a regular projectile indicator. So it does kind of give a little. It did make it much weaker than the original iteration from Paragon, which I was kind of disappointed with, but at the same time I can understand. They put a lot more into Mark, and they put a lot of her previous strength from Paragon into her passive. They just gave her max health burn rather than just regular damage over time. But its scaling increased from 65 to 70, so an extra 5% can be a lot. And they decreased its cooldown by 1 at every rank. So it's going to be up a little bit more often. Its cost, they didn't decrease its mana cost because otherwise that'd be too powerful. Grux got a nerf to double pain. It just deals 10 less damage. Chimera got nerfed from... got some nerfs. His, Unleash has 5%. His Unleash power scaling went down from 45 to 40. Call, and his ult got an early game. His call got a nerf. Level 6 and level 11, his cooldown is... At level 6, his cooldown got increased from 110 to 120, and at level 11, his cooldown got increased from 85 to 90. So he's got a little bit less agency to use call in the earlier in the game. Zarya's got some love this patch. His base physical power went up from 54 to 56, so an increase. It mainly affects his jungle. Mainly just to give him some better clear. His base power will give him help in lane. But the biggest change was to his ultimate. At earlier ranks, his ult has a higher cooldown, so it's 145 instead of 130, 125 instead of 120, but then it's decreasing. It's late game. His level 16 has the cooldown decreased from 110 to 105. So so it's going to be up a little bit more often in the late game, but it's not going to be up as often in the early and mid game, because once he has ult, he can commit to. He mainly uses his ult for ganks at level 6. It can if he catches enemies out far enough from their turrets, they're not able to get away, and it's much easier to like dogpile onto them and to keep them from really getting away, even if they have mobility. So because of that strength, they've adjusted it to give people a little bit more breathing room without really destroying its power. And then some item changes. Omen, basically its Bestial Torment cooldown gets refunded. The refund is decreased from 2 seconds to Omen, yeah. Basically, your non-ultimate cooldowns, instead of getting a 2% or a 2-second refund. It's now a 1.5 second. It's mainly because of like Feng Mao, because of his cooldown refund mechanic. Or like basically like Feng Mao, because he has a lot of movement, and like a lot of mobility, and because of that, he's able to use Omen's effect much more often than most other heroes that would potentially build it. So they wanna make sure that it doesn't get too crazy out of control. Plus the extra damage it deals is also a bit of a thing. And then they nerfed Crystal Tier to lower its mana regen by 50%. So it's now 175, like all the other. So like all the other. So like most of the other items that have base mana regen, Crystal Tier used to have 225%. Now it's 175. So it's still more than the others, but it's a bit more in line with it. So you're able to. So basically building this pretty much took care of most of a support's mana issues. So they wanted to make sure that got taken care of. And then they did a little bug fix for Mini Prime. Its health went up because people have been doing it a little bit too quickly. But anyway, with that, that's kind of all the things that were changed this patch, and some various bug fixes. So I think we're gonna give Iggy and Scorch a little, if we can. We're gonna see if the buffs for Iggy and Scorch are gonna do anything. Like, we all know Iggy and Scorch's damage is supposed to be on his turrets. It's supposed to be lower, but that's because it can apply effects like Megacosm, combustion, things like that. Ability, basically, it's designed to deal a lot of damage without. It's designed to deal a lot of damage without really getting close to enemies, and really more for wave clear. If I'm gonna be honest. Now his buffs, this buff though, is supposed to give it a little bit more team fight agency. It's supposed to give us a little bit more damage for dealing with fights and for directly dealing with enemies, versus. Let me turn this.
The battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So they got a pretty beefy team, which is probably a good reason we did pick Iggy and Scorch. They got a beefier team. Coming out in Crunch in front line, as well as Richter in front line. But yeah, we can definitely deal a bit more damage with flame turrets than than we used to. But yeah, whatever issue, as far as I can tell, whatever issue that happened with, oh wow, I did not mean to throw 2 turrets there. But that's okay. That means they just have to, that means it just has, we literally have 2 turrets sitting right there. So if they clear one, they, surprise, there's another. But yeah, whatever issues apparently have been going on may have been fixed. Like, we're not getting any, like the last time we played, and so far, we haven't been getting any weird blips. A long way around to do that. Guys didn't hit anything. It feels like they changed the lane a little.
Your power grows.
Alright, we'll do Molotov. Just give a little. Just to give a little extra. But our dual lane's doing pretty well.
Your skill rises.
But yeah, so far things have actually been...
Enemy tower under attack.
So far, I'm actually... Yeah, we're out. Javier's gonna try it again.
Your power grows.
Okay, that's cool.
Enemy tower is under attack.
Alright. The main part of it is that this guy's sitting a little bit too far back. There we go.
Your skill rises.
Alright, she wants to go over there. You can go over here. He's got 12 seconds. 2, 1. now that you've gotten like an item,
I
I'm trying to go a little bit more aggressive. But wow, 6 minutes for first blood. But yeah, she's trying to push a little bit. She's trying to push harder. She's trying to outlast me in mana, but we have the same amount of farm.
Your power grows.
Let me see if I can get over here to help. Should be on the that worked.
Allied tower under attack. Your skill rises.
Alright. I mean, she's trying, but every single time she's trying to hit me with something, I'm pretty much pulling her back. Like I said, every single time I'm hitting her with something, I'm taking some HP from her. She's not.
Your power grows.
Yeah, this Chimera is gonna try to. He's gonna try to help starve me out of. Problem is, it's not gonna work. Like it's not really doing anything, really, more or less, because he's also starving his laner out. Oh wow, that was really off. Don't know why Shimby is doing prime. But, like, I'm pretty much almost done with my crest. And I can go.
The power of the orb is yours.
I got it. Okay, there is some blips here.
Allied tower under attack.
But we got Megacosm. We probably have some stuff on Green Fighter as well. And we got. Let's see. Do I want the extra health and tenacity? I'll do that. We got item before she has it. Trying to remember. I think Azure Core does build out a chaotic core. Or chaotic rod. Trying to remember. I don't understand why he even tried that. Like, I got... ah, he's gone. She built... She built Orb of Growth? Really? She's gonna try to hyperscale this?
Has been slain.
Alright, we know Chimera's on that side of the map. He definitely took the river buff there. Like, basically, all this Faye is gonna do is just sit in the
tower is under attack.
All she's gonna do is just sit under turret right now. Like, this is basically just a scaling match. She's not gonna outright fight me because she knows she doesn't have the ability to do so.
Your power grows. Unstoppable.
Here's a turret!
I was not expecting that one. But I'm not disappointed in the result. But that just goes to show when people underestimate your damage. But people really underestimated my my damage there. I did blow my flash into a wall though, unfortunately. Like, that was kind of my fault. I did screw up with that. But I did manage to get her in the end. Get the Faye in the end. And I also got the Chimera. Got the Chimera.
Your skill rises.
Blade is ready!
But more or less, I'm basically just kind of at a... She's not able to... The Faye is not able to scale as well as she wants to.
Enemy tower under attack.
Yep.
I'll just leave this here. This place.
Like, she's not able to... Basically, they can't get past midpoint because of my turrets. I clear waves too fast, I have too much damage, I got Dreambinder already. Let's see... I'm gonna get enough for, maybe a component for World Breaker.
An ally is picked.
Like, she's not... Like, her building Orb of Growth is only gonna really help me out in the long run, because if she gets into a extended fight with me, I'm gonna melt her each hit because of my, because of Ectoplasm. Yeah. You just need to push this. But yeah, I'm getting hits on the turret even though I'm not actually in range to hit the turret. Like, that's the fun part. Alright. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. And most of that damage was coming from my turrets and my ult. Alright, so now we have Void Crystal and Green Light. While I was recalling. Well, that was annoying. But, because she's got Orb and because they have a fire, he's getting Mutilator, he's gonna have some lifesteal. We'll do Tainted Scepter after and then, Costco. She's going more on him. Fortunately, they took kind of a bad fight there. I could have grabbed a health crystal. They took a bad, yeah, that was kind of a bad fight there. Because I wasn't alive to help them with that, so we didn't have the setup to be able to do anything with that. But now they have to worry about their turret. The turret. One simple swoop. Like, our team's doing really well. I only died once, and that was strictly because Chimera caught me when I was recalling. I didn't have any allies near me. We have to be very careful if we want to go for an Orb Prime play. We need to get rid of Chimera first, and Kalari needs to be with us. Alright, so if they're gonna come, then... Who hit her? Like, we need to make sure that we have the way clear. We gotta be careful. There's Chimera. Alright, there's that. I can pretty much hold these guys off. My team is up. Oh, I was about to say, wait a minute, wait a minute. And it was like, oh, my turn. All right, if we're gonna do something, we need to do it. Birch. We'll take the health crystal. I don't know where Shinbi was with that fight. I think we were scattered. Oh, what kind of attack speed was that with Kalari? Oh, that. Okay. He's got Mutilator.
Ally down.
Yeah. There was nothing that could be done. We got the Chimera. He's somehow 2 levels on our Kalari. Oh wait a minute, I never finished World Breaker. I was wondering. Alright. Alright, she's evened out. Let's say we both should have... I should have more items than her. It's really weird. She's got 4 assists, but yet she has the same amount of items. With my car. Like, I have... Like, her score is basically fundamentally the same. She only has 1 less death than me. That's pretty much it. I don't know where she is, so I'm just gonna take that. Decker's dead. Alright, all because of that, we actually survived more. Let's see, Crunch is going to be able to get out before I can get to him. Yeah, there's really no way I can catch him, sadly. Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to catch. I rotated too late. But it's one of those things where I am kind of just... I'm having to... We're starting to lose. He's got Void Helm, but... He's 4-0. She's gotten 5 kills for no reason. She's gotten 5 kills because literally they're grouping up and we're not grouping. And it's primarily this Chimera that's been the big problem. I mean, I'm getting Spiked Birch, so his healing's gonna be cut still. Like, Shinbi needs to be playing with us. Like, we don't need to be... We're somehow losing this, even though we're ahead. Like, she now has more farm than me. She's got significantly more in terms of kills.
crisis.
Alright.
Enemy has been slain.
Yeah, Crunch can't fight all of us at the same time. But yeah, if our team is together, we can fight. But if we're not together, we lose them. 10 seconds.
Okay, time out.
I need to get. I mean, I got a potion. Kept from getting. We evened out the score. We kept from getting 4 prime. Let's see. Vitality or. Well, I can get it out right now. Alright, all I have to do is just get, All I have to do is just get Costigan and we're in business.
Your house
But yeah, they got Primal Fang too.
Ally tower under attack.
The buff isn't gonna last long. I shouldn't be out too far. Holy crap, they're all right there. Let me get to this side of the map. For a ward down. I'm not gonna actually try to fight. Right now it's pretty much just a stalemate to see who can outlast the other. Because it's just basically us waiting for the buffs to expire. Because Fangtooth buff comes out before
Enemy tower under siege.
before anything else. Hey. Hi, Chimera.
Enemies unreal.
Wow.
Enemy towers destroyed.
Yeah, he can't fight. He's not gonna fight us unless he has a turret. Sorry, why'd you do that? Alright, I'm getting out. Alright, they're handling things pretty well.
An enemy inhibitor is under siege.
Let me get over here to make sure I can run some interference. That's right, no ganks for you.
Allied tower under attack.
But yeah, they're not gonna try to fight him. Unless they have the angle to get us. But if we fight inside my turret, if we fight with my turrets, then they're not gonna get anything. Chimera can't do anything and with my turrets constantly hitting. I know, but we gotta be careful. Missed that. If we're gonna go for this, we gotta be ready. We gotta really do something, because otherwise, we gotta be ready to fight. Bad. Oh, got it. The only thing left is
under siege.
the only thing left is the front. Oh, and they surrendered. Okay, that works. Alright, but that was actually a pretty good game. We, things got a little weird, but we ended up winning out in the end. I think what really screwed him over was Crunch wasn't grouping as much as he probably should have been. I mean, he's 5-0, so he's a really big damage threat. If, they could get on top of any one of us, like either myself, Sparrow, or, Sparrow, or Kalari, if Crunch got on any one of us, we would have lost all the fights. Just strictly because he would have taken us apart one by one in team fights. But he wasn't there with that last one, which was a little bit hairy. Strictly because, ironically, the Chimera and the Fae. Like, she was dealing a lot of damage. But, again, she had Orb of Growth, Azure Core, and she built Oblivion Crown and, Astral Catalyst. So she was trying to get her alt resets. She was basically trying to get her alt damage, use her alt multiple times in a fight. Because if she could get a kill, she could, do something. Alright, let's play carry. Huh. But yeah, Iggy and Scorch is actually... I can see the difference his turrets are actually making now. Like, before his turrets were pretty dangerous if you just ignored them. But now, even if you don't ignore them, they still are pretty dangerous. Like, you pretty much have to take his turrets out. Or, you have to take his turrets and him out in a team fight. Otherwise, you're gonna lose the fight. So, I really want to try a magic-based Revenant.
We have arrived.
Just to see how it does. I highly doubt it's gonna do
The battle
really
begins
well.
in 5, 4,
But you never know.
2, 1.
You never know. Excuse me. Alright, they got a Grux, they got a Seraph, they got a Howitzer, Phase, and a Sparrow. Alright, so Tainted Rounds is definitely going to be necessary for 3 of them. 4 of them, technically. If Howitzer builds more of an auto-attack base build, which some people like to do on him, which I can understand. His auto-attacks are pretty... His auto-attacks are pretty strong. But, his auto attacks can be pretty strong, and he can build Typhoon and still use it relatively well, even in conjunction with his abilities. So he can do a fair amount. And if he does build Typhoon, then he's gonna have some extra healing on top of that as well. So we're very much But since we do build Tainted Round's first item, funny enough, on Grimmix, we pretty much counter any healing they have. If I have any sort of if I'm able to get any sort of consistent damage on either FaZe or Sparrow, and I have serrated blade. I want to say serrated dirk so much because my brain automatically goes to League when I hear serrated. In terms of game items. But serrated blade. Alright, we're gonna need some healing. A lot more healing than we probably can provide. So we're gonna do what we'll call Crest. Serrated blade, yep. When we have serrated blade, as long as we can get some as long as we can get some decent as long as we can get some consistent hits on what am I yawning now? On either one of them, their healing is gonna mean nothing. More or less. She's going to Guardian's Crest. I don't understand why phases like to go Guardian Crest. They really don't. Like, I kind of understand that it does give a little bit extra health sustain, but Guardian Crests are mainly for the supports that don't really use a lot of... They're not really for mage supports, they're more for frontline. I was about to say, she didn't have 9. Alright. She's got some extra attack speed, more attack speed than we do. But alright, here we go. Use anything to shield me. She was level 2 and she didn't do anything to keep me alive. If she used, I don't even know if she had Alacrity or not. I don't think she did. I also don't think she, I don't think she had Alacrity, and I don't think she had Consecrated Ground. I think she put 2 points in her, for Q. Which is not good, because that actually... I was trying to switch over to normal mode to be able to hit phase with Displacement Blast. I wasn't able to switch over quick enough. Unfortunately, that gave Sparrow some extra stuff. Now, if Muriel would stop, hitting minions and autoing them like that, I wouldn't be like she's got. I mean, she only has 2 minions, but she causes a loot. Like right there, like because she autoed that, she was autoing that minion so much. I lost. Like right there. Like there is no reason for her to have done that. Trying to get some gold. Like, Muriel is very much not doing a lot to try to keep me alive. I need some... I need some extra attack speed as well. Don't tell my Chimera is AFK. Because if he is, oh my gosh. Well, no wonder we're gonna lose this game. But yeah, Muriel is, like, she's not... I don't know, it doesn't appear like she actually has... Like, right there, there was no reason for her to hit those minions. I can't go over this, not safely. But yeah, there was no reason for her to hit those minions, right there. And because she did...
Disengage.
Yeah, unfortunately, Muriel is not playing the way she needs to. For someone who has technically an adept, like, unless she's building, like, she needs to get Wellspring ASAP to give me some extra healing. But she also needs to stop hitting minions as well, because I am losing. Right there. That caused me to miss the minions.
Your power grows.
Like, she's causing me to miss minions. Like, she needs to stop hitting them.
Please use it while we recall.
I need it back. I'm taking this back right now. No, I didn't want that. I want the attack speed. I'm gonna need to get the healing part of terminus first.
Enemy tower under siege.
Seriously, our Chimera is literally only level 2. Like, there's no way for us to go for that objective without... Like, all of us need to go for it, and unfortunately, they're sitting right at our turret. Which is good. Alright. Obviously, she's able to... I can't go up for this. Like, Muriel is legitimately just... Like, we cannot. Like, now I can make the attempt, but we legitimately have no way of being able to stop this. Or do anything. Jesus. That was way too risky, honestly. That was honestly way too risky for that. I'm gonna have to get this guy. Alright, I got it. But I got 1,500 gold.
Please use it while we recon.
I mean, she blew her ult for no reason. Right there, like, that wasn't a smart play. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't a smart play by her. Like, yeah, she got a kill, but it didn't...
I must resupply.
She got a kill, but it didn't... She blew more than what she needed to. Like, if... And it wasn't smart for her to go 1-for-1 for that. Because if Muriel... I don't understand why Muriel built Requiem. Like, it's not a really good item. It's not really that good of an item early. Until it gets fully stacked up. And you can use Braid for that. Like, we need to... Like, there was no reason for her to use her ability right there. Like, absolutely no reason. But yes, she did. And I get it if you want to try to blow the stacks, but still, there is a level. We're losing more of our turret than anything else, and she's taken the worst recall.
Enemy tower.
And now she's planning on ulting for no reason. Like, she more or less put herself onto the other side of the map for no reason. Like Greystone wasn't in any danger. We're gonna lose this turret because of that. I already know. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But that is very much... That was very much on Muriel. Like, she... Like, we lost that turret because Muriel decided to do what she did. Like, that cost us her turret. Alright, let's see... The extra attack speed, I can hold off on both fights, so I can survive a little bit better. But Muriel doesn't even have whatchamacallit. She doesn't have Wellspring, so her shields aren't really doing anything in terms of actually helping me. Now, ironically, we are ahead of her. They're trying to do anything to this turn. We all oh shit, steal it. Really? The entire team. Because I can't.
Enemy
But
tower
yeah, our team kind of screwed that one up. Our team was split and Grayson wasn't there. Like literally all of them showed up. In addition to the fact, again, Muriel doesn't have any way of actually helping us. I can't believe Sarah managed to steal that. Like that was the unfortunate thing. Sarah actually managed to steal that. If Chimera had gotten it, we would have been fine. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
Allied towers destroyed.
But we more or less are at a disadvantage. We're more or less at a disadvantage. Like again. But look at that, I almost 2v1 them right there. If Muriel was paying attention, she doesn't have ult, but if she was where she needed to be, I wouldn't have died there. Like, purely. I would not have died there if Muriel was where she needed to be, and she had the correct items. Like, again, she doesn't benefit from Requiem early game. And not only that, again, 1% physical power and 0.5% life steal. And she's not near the carry, the person who's going to benefit from the life steal. Like, and now she's gonna get herself killed again. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you're taking really bad fights. Now, Chimera is somehow holding his own here. Here. Gideon was too low, and I didn't get there until it was too late. But again, I died to fighting two people. Like, I died to fighting two people, and it's funny how much we're actually losing, even though we're up in kills. Like, we're losing because, more or less, like, this is a situation. Muriel is literally standing around doing nothing. I am low health, being chased down by this arrow, and she ulted somewhere else. Luckily, I almost have the next portion of my item. But still, like, again, a situation where I almost won that. She only won strictly because she had a level advantage on me, and that was it. And she got the engage. But again, you pay attention to what I'm dealing with. My support is literally nowhere near me. I can't even She had ult. We could have turned that. And she decided that helping another part of the map was a smarter choice than... Oh, why? Huh. But she decided that ulting another part of the map was smarter than ulting me and turning the fight. Like instead of being there to turn the fight,
Enemy killing spree.
and she didn't even get anything out of it either. Like they didn't get anything out of it. Like that's the whole thing. Like she has. Luckily for me, I got Crest. Typhoon, got Dust Devil. Now I'm gonna start working on getting my, Okay, I got some more attack speed, which is good. She does have an attack speed steroid, which is unfortunate. But, like, we don't need... Like, I don't... Like, Muriel, again, is just making really bad decisions. Like, again, just really bad decisions. Now, Gideon... Now, her ulting Gideon right there was kind of a good choice there, because it kept him alive. But unfortunately, we didn't... Gideon almost died, and now they're gonna get into a fight. Unnecessarily. I mean, Chimera is actually... Like, I'm having a hard time getting into these fights. Because I'm having to stay so far back, because my support is legitimately not helping me stay alive. I have to constantly be on the left side of the map to keep the wave from being pushed in. To more or less just keep the lane out. Because again, we lost our turret so early on. Because Muriel decided to play the way she did. Let's see, their growth is 5-1.
Enemy tower under attack.
Right. Well, we're making pretty good progress. Blech. Hard today, apparently. But we're making decent progress. We're working our way. She's getting serrated. She's getting serrated blade. Okay, Muriel built Wind Collar. Okay, again, we need Wellspring more than anything else. Like, we need survivability. We need healing. Gideon almost... Okay, we got you covered, dude. Look, I have no other... I basically have 0 health. Like, Like, I have 0 health. This Muriel is legitimately... Like, I don't understand why in the world... Because... Like, building these 2 items first is not a good idea on Muriel. Because, again, look, like... She may have max stacks now, but she needs to stay near me in order for anyone... Like, the only other person... There are only 3 people on their team that can benefit from the lifesteal and physical power that Requiem give. And Chimera and Greystone are designed for more frontline. I actually need the damage. And she's not staying where she needs to. Like, I should not have died there if she built correctly. If she had also focused on keeping me alive as well. Because, like, look, they're getting into a massive fight here. Chimera's gonna go down. I basically can't get into any of these fights. Because I'm gonna get blown up. Because apparently I have to cover. Because this Muriel doesn't know that she needs to stay back and keep me alive. Nice. I mean, Gideon's doing well, but it's still... Gideon is doing well enough that if he goes down, we lose. Like, luckily they surrendered, but this Muriel legitimately was the reason why things were so difficult for me. Because she did not, build anything that actually benefited. That genuinely benefited me. And she didn't even try to keep me alive. Like, that my first death was because she did not even... Like, she wasn't even trying to intercept. She wasn't even trying to walk in front of me. Like, their phase did significantly more than our Muriel. Like, our Muriel, yes, she had 14 kills. Like, she just now got Wellspring as a third item. When she should have had that at the very beginning of the game. When she should have had that as her first item. If she had that as first item, I would have been able to live significantly. I would have been able to keep myself alive significantly more. I would have been able to keep myself alive significantly more than what she did. Like, I would have been able to do significantly more than what she was able to. Strictly because of how she built. Like, she built an item that benefits me later in the game, but did not stay around to give me that benefit. And then we'll play support this game. Just, like, that's funny. That's funny. Someone is actively choosing support instead of any of the other roles. I mean, we either get support or we get mid. Either way, it works. Okay, we got support. Do I want to do phase or do I want to do Muriel? I mean, phase will keep us alive, keep myself and our carry alive much better, because we do restore health on ability use, and we only have to wait till level 2 till we can give that to our carry, so it's not going to be too bad. But, or even if I picked Muriel, like, we'd be able to keep her alive a little bit more. And again, it wouldn't be until level 2 that we would actually have to worry about it. But again, it's one of those situations where, like, if you're building support and you're, like, a healer, if you're, like, a healer shield-based support, basically, Phase, Narbash, and Muriel, if you're either one of those supports, and you're, let's see...
Just be chill, okay?
Wow, they got a lot of magic damage. But, if we have... Let's see, Kalari... we'll see what this person picks. If they pick a carry, then we know that it's gonna be an Iggy and Scorch off lane, probably Argus mid, Bellica support. If they pick something else, then it's gonna be Iggy and Scorch mid, Argus and Bellica duo. Oh, great. Argus mid, Iggy and Scorch off, Bellica support.
The battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Or it could be an Argus mid. I'm gonna be honest. No, it's an Argus mid. Okay, it is a Bellica support. But the thing, dogs going up.
Wow. I don't think they can handle us.
But like, Wellspring. Heal nearby on casting an ability. Heals nearby allies for 20 plus 10% of your physical power over 2 seconds. And then Vital Waters, or Soothing Waters, heals the lowest target by 5% of their max health. Instantly. And then basic attacks on heroes reduce the cooldown. Alright. Energy Lance. But like, then we have Crystal Tier, which will give us actually a lot of extra. Crystal Tier, I think, is to me, I don't really like the effect because of how often you have to use it, because you're
Minions are spawning.
she just flashed. Okay, Grayson, you gotta need a Sparrow. I have to blow a flash.
First blood.
Alright, I have to.
Double kill.
Like, we just lost that so hard. Like, we just basically gave them... She wants to act like this is a... This Sparrow legitimately just... I can't believe that she's trying to say that
Enemy has been slain. Enemy has fallen.
If it weren't for the fact that that turned out so well... Alright, Telekinetic Link. I need it back because...
Take care, friend. Listen to good music. Stay up.
Wait a minute, Graystone's coming in?
Slow down.
Don't run off like that because they're just gonna chase you down. Not level 3. Hey. She's gonna get snippy with us when she sat there and did nothing when I honestly thought Bellica was just the only one there. Greystone showed up to help. But she legitimately sat there and waited until I was already dead and Greystone was nearly dead to come and help. Like, she wasn't being left in a 2v1. Dude, you're gonna have to hold on until... I have to use my hand to heal. Dude, they're literally standing right here and you're gonna... Like, seriously. You're also gonna recall which causes me to... You're also gonna recall which causes me to not be able to heal you. Like, I don't understand, like, what's running through your head. Like, you gave them very easy kills there in the very beginning of the game for no reason. Strictly because you decided that it was a smart idea. Strictly because you thought it was a smart idea to just sit there and do nothing while both me and our jungler had them bearing down right on top of us. I still died. Greystone still died. And it wasn't until after you died, and it wasn't until after it wasn't until after I respawned. Actually, no, you died before Greystone. I was trying to keep Greystone alive. It wasn't until after that you actually got kills. He's 4 and 2.
Take it down.
Trying to pull him out, and it wasn't going. Mana to get some HP.
Here you go.
You can't get too close to them.
Take it down.
decides to not play things a bit more safely.
Enemy tower. Your skill rises.
Alright, now I got all of them. A little bit extra. Okay, what are you doing?
An enemy has been slain.
Seriously, you just got there with full HP and you died. Not even. 5 seconds after. Yet I lasted longer than you did in that fight, and I was below half health. What the actual heck? Like, how? Like, this Pharaoh is so bad. She only has 20... Wow, this is a really weird game. She is more farm than he does, but he is, ironically, doing better than he does. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a level ahead of her. And I even used my ult and everything. Like, it just goes to show how weak she was.
Your power grows.
I hear you, cat. Right here. So is Kalar. Alright, I had to...
An enemy has been slain. Your skill rises.
We'll do second flare. It gives me more damage.
Enemy killing spree.
How is it I have 29 farm? Tranquility, do that. Start working on Crystal Tier because that will give us a lot of... That will give us a lot of extra stuff.
Allied tower under attack.
Once we get Crystal Tier, we'll do Requiem.
The power of the orb is yours.
You're not there.
under attack. Your power grows. Enemy tower under attack. Enemy killing spree.
What is this game?
Enemy tower
Like, I honestly have no idea what this game is. Somehow we went from being into a massive deficit to actually being ahead. Somehow.
Can I help? What do you need?
Luckily for us, we're actually doing pretty well in terms of gold. But still.
allied towers.
I like how this, I like how this howitzer is the one that's saying that we suck when he's more or less... I like how he's the one... Yeah, he's the one who's actually doing bad, and he's saying that we're the ones that are sucking. Like, he's the one who basically made it.
Enemy tower under siege.
I mean, I can get back.
See you in a minute.
Probably. I'm actually not. She's got item, but. Alright, we got crystals here, so we can. So every single time we heal our shield, an ally. No. Minions can suck your base.
Your skill rises.
Forgot to pass out my.
An allied tower is destroyed.
Alright. We got crystal tier.
Allied tower under attack. An
Nope,
ally
actually,
has perished.
we need to focus on. But yeah, this howitzer is really just. This howitzer is pissy because he's not solo carrying. Basically, he's just pissy because he's not solo carrying the game.
Allied tower under
Like, he's
attack.
just.
An allied tower is destroyed.
He's not going to. Seems to go faster. We're here. still. But yeah, this howitzer is basically just he's not still looking. That's pretty much it. He's just angry because things are not going the way he wants it to.
Gotta go back to base for sleep.
But like he legitimately just
right
kind of
back.
spent his entire ult. Like see?
Enemy has been
See?
slain.
Like howitzer can deal damage, but he doesn't have the mental to keep things going. I don't know why
Just gonna go back for a bit.
Allied tower under attack. Allied tower under attack.
ugh. Come on.
Give me the right music and I can do anything. Take it down a notch.
Like I don't know what she's doing. Like she's got to be having like lag spikes or something like that because she's just standing still at times for no reason.
Enemy tower is under attack. Enemy tower destroyed.
Alright, we got Requiem. Alright. Combat 10% movement speed. I'm trying to decide because I mean Marshall would be very decent here. They don't have a lot of healing, actually. They don't. But Marshall would be very useful to help with Sparrow. When she's actually doing something.
Hyperflux ready.
Now I can just go full heal and shield build with Wind Caller, and Tainted Totem, but I'm not going to do that. I think Galaxy Greaves is probably going to be decent to help keep me alive, or to help keep. I mean, it definitely helped me rotate much better since I'm not Muriel. Since I'm not Muriel and I don't have the.
Take it down a notch.
Allied towers destroyed.
Alright, there we go. Second Fang Tooth. We're in a good position. We're doing better. I mean, Requiem, we're getting 20. We're giving Sarah 20 additional power. 20 additional physical power. In addition to 10%. Did she allow that to us to lose that so hard? I understand how we could have blocked it because Sparrow. I don't understand how in the world that... We lost 2 inhibs off of that. Because Sparrow decided to just run and instead of actually be able to fight, instead of actually trying to fight. How the Seeking Torch was able to push this hard anyway. Like he shouldn't have been able to, he shouldn't have been able to do that. Then again, Grux is just kind of letting him do whatever. And the rest of our team is legitimately just letting them do whatever they want. Like Howitzer's not doing anything. Legitimately could not get into any of this fight. Like Howitzer was nowhere near and didn't even help us. Like that's, and we're losing because of it.
Core under attack.
thought it was smart to go for Prime. Like, I don't even think, like, did we even get it? I don't even think so. Oh, no, we did.
Hyperflux is up.
I really want to say that the skirmish I have no reason to keep talking because she's the reason why we were pretty much we were in such a bad position. Alright. Yeah, they don't have any healing, so there's no reason to do any sort of healing. Let's see, casting our ultimate. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's this howitzer that's primarily the problem. He's legitimately just not doing, he's not doing anything except for sitting mid. And it's not like we're even getting any pushes. Greystone can only do so much. Like, he's good at sticking onto people, but he's got a lot of damage, he's got a lot of sticking power, but he doesn't have, like, more or less, like, I'm trying to help these guys, and I'm not able to get to them. But, like, the people I have to try to keep alive are not... Like, I have so many people I have to keep alive, and it's not... And there isn't anything to... Like, we're legitimately chasing for kills when they're literally sitting, when we have 2 in-hits down. Like, I don't understand why we're... Like, I don't understand why we're even... Yeah, I have to get, like, Marshall, because... I have to get Marshall, like, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to deal any... I'm not going to be able to help clear waves, effectively. Like, we're having to... I'm basically having to clear waves. And the unfortunate thing is, like, my team is just not... Like, we're at such a disadvantage right now. We're at such a disadvantage because no matter what, we're never going to have a full... It's always going to be... If we get into a team fight, it's always going to be a 4v5. Like, that's always what's going to happen. Sparrow is legitimately just not... Sparrow either stays way too far back, or she goes way too far forward. She goes way too far back or way too far forward.
Be right back.
Like, if we do things as 5, we win. I don't understand how in the world this Murdoch... Is only level 13, yet he's doing so much damage.
See you in a minute.
Valari's constantly around. But yeah, I don't understand how in the world this Greystone has been more or less losing to this. Alright.
Gotta go back to base for a second. Take care of your friends. Listen to good music. Stay out of trouble.
We still need more gold sparkle. But yeah, how is this Murdoch only level 14 and he's still dealing way more damage than Sparrow? Like, it is a bit ridiculous. Greystone's almost 2v1ing, but there's only so much he can do. He's level 18 though, so he is dealing a crap ton of damage. Come on.
Your power.
That way, if I have to fight, if I have to clear waves, I got some waves. Plus, anyone that stays near me will get some extra attacks and on-hit damage. Like, we don't really see a lot of attack speed increase for us, but it's at least enough. That over the wall.
Sleep.
Yeah, she doesn't wanna. She definitely doesn't wanna fight out.
Ready to go.
She's a bit. They really can't contest us. There. Oh, she just blew up real fast. But now's our chance to actually do something and get something on her. And actually get something. Because all we have to do all we have to do is just push this lane, and we should be good. They can't do that. Good lord, that was a nightmare of a game. Like, that was a bit of a nightmare of a game. Now, if things would have been much easier if our Sparrow had actually helped us right there at the beginning. And kept them from getting those... kept Murdoch from getting those early kills that really made things a bit weird. And Iggy and Scorch was only a threat. And Iggy and Scorch, ironically, were only a threat strictly because of, strictly the fact that they were pushing. Like, they weren't actually... They only had a single kill.
Are you all set?
Now, they had a lot of assists, but it was still a kill. Like, it was...
Looks like it's showtime.
But still. Hoi. Oy vey. Oy vey. I think we'll give, I think we'll give Morgesh a try. Test out her buffs. But yeah, but you see what happens when a support prioritizes keeping their team alive over trying to do stuff that's more offensive based. Like, one of those items is really best suited to be using for Narbash because of the fact that he's designed to help engage. He's like a healing support that has like that has engage. Again, if there was an item that allowed you to if there was a mage item that allowed you to like shield yourself or allies, that allowed you to like shield allies whenever you used an ability, or something like a very minor one, you could turn like a mage support like Bellica or Decker into someone that has a little bit more utility outside of their outside of the other utility they bring. Bellica's more of like a damage mage support, whereas Decker is more of a CC based mage support. Like, her job is more to provide crowd control and
Spirit.
her job is mainly to provide more crowd control over damage, but to help her team basically get on and kind of stay on enemies while still having some okay poke. Due to dim. But like, again, you got Muriel, you got FaZe. Muriel and FaZe are basically your go-to for healing and shielding supports. Like, your enchant. But Muriel, if you're going to build her, Wellspring is your first item that you need to use. Like, yes, the heal is going to be much smaller in the earlier game than it is going to be in the late game after you've had a chance to scale, but you're going to be using
5, 4,
your primary focus is to keep your priority teammates alive, which is primarily your carry. Like, your big sources of damage that aren't frontline, that aren't designed to be in the front, are the ones that you need to help keep alive. Now, admittedly, that also does kind of extend. It does kind of extend to some of your frontline, because late game, that's who you need to be keeping alive. But if you aren't able to keep your carry alive, you're not able to keep your frontline alive, more or less. So Muriel definitely needs to build items that do that, like the heal and shield power items. Like, the reason why Wellspring works is because she can use her abilities relatively often. Crystal Tear, really good because it can amp up
Minions are spawning.
Wellspring. It can amp up anything that increases your it can amp up her own shields. Requiem, also because of the stacking magic power. Yeah, I'm surprised I missed all of that. When she was standing right there in front of me.
Your skill rises.
But, wow. Fang Mao really dove under turret for something that he shouldn't have dove for.
Your power grows. Allied tower under attack. Allied tower under attack.
I knew Chimera was going to try to come around from behind.
Your skill rises.
Are you kidding me? He managed to hit me with that? Jeez, it's only, Jeez, it's almost as if that never would have happened if if they hadn't left their lane or something. Just let her roam. Don't alert them. If she roams to that side and gets a couple of kills, then then that's their own fault for not paying attention. How in the world did that even hit me? If she wants to play this way, then she can play hyper-aggressive as much as she wants. I can just play under turret. part of the same.
Grows.
Like, she didn't even get an assist out of that, too.
Allied tower under.
Now, Feng Mao went back into the jungle instead of helping clear that wave, giving my turret unnecessary damage.
Allied tower under attack. Enemy tower under attack. Enemy
You got the
killing
root sign on?
spree. Your skill rises.
The curse is
Enemy has been slain. Enemy.
Well, that works. Did she literally just blow through all of her mana? For... Prime
Enemy
buff?
tower under siege. Your power grows.
I must leave for now.
Like, they did for a North Prime play. So let's see. I'm gonna do that. Okay, how in the world is she able to keep on that? Like, there's no legitimate reason. And again, like, I have no jungle health, basically. Strictly because of this. 80 magic power. Something that... Honestly, they really need to adjust this, because getting 60 movement speed, but also getting that, that increase, that basically execute passive on that, like getting the having that execute passive is a bit ridiculous right there. Because I would have survived if she hadn't been able to get all that extra damage. And the attack speed portion of that. And that attack speed. Like, if I'm full health, she can't do anything to me. I mean... I'm gonna need Soul Bearer. I'm gonna need more sustained fighting. Rather than
Allied tower
what Epoch can provide. Because that can only put me into a stasis for a short period of time. It doesn't actually, like... If I get into an actual drag-out fight, it's not gonna keep me alive. Like, it's not gonna keep me alive in an actual all-out drag-out fight. He's dead. Like, there's nothing she could have done there.
an ally.
I don't want to risk that one.
Allied tower under attack. An allied tower.
She only lived because of her epoch. I should have used my item to force the fight a bit more.
An allied tower's destroyed.
That way, nice to know that my team is actually paying attention and willing to help. Like, it's honestly nice to know that I have a team. Like, I don't understand why you're even trying to fight him. Like, he's using... Like, at this point in time, there's really nothing to say. Like, at this point in time, like, you're just inting. And same with this guy, he's just inting.
Allied tower under
Like, at least the Fae has to work for getting anything against me.
an allied tower's destroyed.
Like, they have to work in order to get... But, like, because our Fae now is just basically so useless. She's got Astral Catalyst. Like, how in the world did I miss so much stuff on her? Like, how? Like, I just don't understand how in the world I missed so much stuff on this one person. And it's strictly because of this item. Like, it's strictly because of this. The thing that was just now, like... Like, he doesn't even... He only has an Omen. Like, he doesn't even have a second item. Their Chimera is... Their Chimera has a full item on him. Wow. Like, somehow, even though she has 0 mana, she's still able to use her ult like that. Like, I'm gonna say it, I basically have 0 teammates. Like, I have 0 team. Like, our jungle is completely useless. Our duo lane has basically been just letting their people roam all game. Shinbi's been doing nothing, really. And we're pretty much just screwed. I mean, like, we can't win this. It's strictly jungle diff. Like, even if I've been having some difficulty, I still have been able to at least do something. Now that was a really... Like, she was outside of that range. Like, there was no way there was no way Predecessor was able to hit that far. Like, absolutely no way. But yeah, we basically had 0 teammates that entire game. Like, it wouldn't even matter if I popped off, because the rest of them would have been... Some of the hits that the Faye was getting were bullshit, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Wraith... Like, they really need to do adjustments on Wraith leggings, because having that execute there is way too ridiculous. And to give them movement speed on top of that. Like, that is absolutely ridiculously stupid.
Looks like it's showtime.
Like, that is absolutely way more than... That's... For as much as I don't find the item very useful, if you have someone that's able to that has low cooldowns, that's able to use abilities consistently early game, then you're gonna automatically... Then it's an extremely useful item. But I'm surprised that that a lot of my abilities weren't going off or even hitting. Like, I have Quick Cast on. Like, I don't need to confirm it. Like, I just had to tap the button, and if they're in the targeting range, then they should be... Then they should be easy to hit. Like, but this is, again, what I'm talking about. Like, the way they did Hive really... The way they did Hive is very, wasn't very good. It did not... It did not, give... That's fine. We'll do Morgish again. Have another go at her. But yeah, no, with the way they did Hive, it does not give us a lot of... It doesn't give a lot... It didn't, not having a targeting indicator with Hive really decreases her actual strength. Because the one thing about her Hive ability that made it so strong was because it was hard to gauge the distance. And because it wasn't like the phase Untamed Growth, where you could get hit with it, you could get tapped with it, and still only
The
get one tick
battle
of damage,
begins in
and they can get out, and they know the area, whereas with
3,
Hive,
2,
the damage is
1.
more upfront, and then you have the extra effect on top of that. Again, it's kind of problematic, because to not know, like, how wide the range
Prepare
actually
for
is,
battle.
because if you do know how wide the range is, you're able to actually you're able to hit it more consistently, and that's the problem. Because if you're not, it's not that the ability is weak and that it needs to really be buffed. Like, I'm happy for the buffs, but it's the fact that it doesn't show you where it's actually gonna hit. Like, it doesn't show where it's actually gonna hit, which is the problem. Like, that's where the actual problem is. It doesn't, because if you know where it's gonna hit, you can hit it more consistently. And that's the issue. Like, the center for the reticle is where my auto attacks are gonna hit.
Minions.
The aiming reticle, the targeting reticle is so weird that it does not give you an accurate point where you're actually going to hit it, because you can overshoot it very easily. Like, in order to hit the wave, I have to basically aim at the back. Like, right there, he was in the targeting area, but yet I missed it. Like, you have to aim up higher than where it's actually gonna go in order to actually hit where you want to hit it.
Allied tower under attack.
Like, right there, he was basically right on the edge of that, and it didn't even take... And I didn't even hit him. But like, right there, he was able to hit that with no reason. Like, that's something that shows, like, how weird some of this targeting actually is. Like, I'm barely even getting tapped by that, and I'm still getting hit by it. Like, I'm not even in the area, and I'm still getting hit. So it's like...
An ally has perished.
So let's see, 17 to 20. We're ahead in farm, but yeah, like... But like right there, it doesn't explode on contact either, like some other abilities.
Ally
It
tower
is time to
Like his nanic grenade allows him to take a hit more. Really? Like that. Like I had to come all the way up so far in order to hit me. Like I had to go so far away from him in order to recall. Like it's not gonna work. But the fact that he was able to hit the nanite grenade and the shot highlights more the fact that of how much easy range he has. Like that's how much easy range he's got for no reason. Really, the only reason why But yeah, we almost got a kill there. We, evened out the lane a bit more.
enemy tower under attack.
Like right there, like how in the world? He also somehow has higher attack speed now? He doesn't have an attack speed item. It's strictly because... If I hadn't to miss that hive again, like because I cannot tell where the hive is actually gonna land. I had to walk up and go for those minions, and I died because of it. Like that is the level of problematic that is.
Curse.
I was willing to blow my flash like that. Like, he deserved it. Probably gonna screw me over a little bit later, but you know what? I got this. I can do a little. I can play a little bit more greedy. Cataclysm, as much as I would love Dreambinder, I need some sustain. Actually, I need more sustain than what my Swarm is able to provide.
Tower's under attack. An allied tower is destroyed.
Like, literally, I'm basically right there, and they chose to continue to try to farm instead of helping me out. Instead of coming to help. Like, thanks, guys. He managed to steal all that. He's got a turn, of course. He can yell it all back. Like, you guys kind of just screwed this up. Screwed that up. Like, it...
An enemy has been slain.
There we go. Like, the only... Like, both of my deaths were strictly because I had to do something risky. Now, again, if they had paid attention and stuck with me because I had to back up so I didn't get killed...
Grows.
Like, it's really funny that he wasted that. Wasted his ult to try to get... Jungler. Their jungler. Quickly, their jungler. Right there. Like, their jungler is 5-1. I'm wondering why this Countess is actually losing to a Morgesh like this. Because she shouldn't be. I'm gonna die. Oh, thank God. Thank you, team. That shield saved me.
It is time to
Holy mackerel, that was a bit too close for the cover. But we almost have a life binder, thankfully. We'll grab Dream Binder, that'll make things a lot easier for me. We really should go for a Fang Tooth here. That'll help us out a crap ton.
An enemy tower is under attack.
the curse.
Yeah, like he's not gonna try to fight me outright now, outright anymore.
Enemy tower under siege.
That life finder. Shimmy was hovering. So I sure as heck was not going to be sticking around. Alright, we'll go for Dreambinder next, then World Breaker. Let's see. I mean, it's really hard to tell because... Oh, why did I use that? It's really... Because, I mean, the enemy Morgesh, like...
High tower under attack.
The enemy Morgesh isn't really doing a lot in terms of, like... That's really not surprising. Nice.
Fallen.
Let's see if I can help out here. She got him. Should we focus on... It's funny, our Decker is doing better, is doing just as good as our Grimmets, if not better. Well, I'm sorry I can't, and I'm sorry I'm not able to throw down wards as often as I would love to. I am pushed up to their second turret. 19 seconds coming off. Never mind. Dude. That's actually kind of funny. Alright. The enemy Morgesh isn't going to be able to do anything. Let's be honest. She's not strong. She's not actually that strong. Zarus is... As long as he's able to... that's gonna be a... Oh, never mind. We got it.
Enemy towers destroyed.
Womp womp. What happens when you have some medical life? The ability that allows you to also re-engage.
It's time to rest. The curse is prepared.
Enemy tower under siege.
Plus, once I get Dreambinder and Worldbreaker, it's going to be much harder for them
Enemy
to
towers destroyed.
do a lot of damage. But they do have a fair amount of healing now, so I'm definitely going to have to go, I'm definitely going to have to go Tainted Scepter. I mean, the more I can do, the better off I can. The better off I am. Close, but no cigar. Wraith lived with like 1 HP. And again, it's only...
Enemy has fallen.
It's literally because of his potions that he's living. Like, he's not actually getting anything. I'm surviving too long for him to get... I'm surviving too long for him to be able to get Orthos stacks. Let's see, within 8 seconds. I may have actually died within that point in time. Zarus is dead.
Enemy killing.
Shinbi is at a point where, like, if she gets on top of you, you're dead. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But now, we'll get Worldbreaker, which will help us. They don't have a lot of defenses. Let's be honest. They don't have a lot of defenses. Once I get Worldbreaker, having that extra...
Ready for the curse.
Having that extra increase in damage throughout a fight is going to make me much more dead. It's going to make me much more problematic for them. Oh, Countess, don't do anything stupid, please.
An enemy inhibitor. An enemy inhibitor is under siege.
is prepared.
An enemy has fallen.
The regen aura definitely helps. I believe we have this team left.
An enemy inhibitor is
He's dealing
under
like a
siege.
crap ton of damage.
Enemy inhibitor deactivated. Enemy inhibitor deactivated. The enemy core is under attack.
There we go! A redemption from the last game. We actually have a team now, though. Alrighty, that was good. I think we may have enough time for one more. I am gonna try to do a Grimmix mid, though. Ugh. Oy. But yeah. So far everything's we've been seeing some little lag points every once in a while. But it hasn't been as bad as to a point where the game is unplayable. Like it's just very occasional, which is good. It is just occasional, but very good for us to. So we're very much in a. It always scares me when people pick Phil because you know that they have no idea what role they really like and what role they actually play very well. And they're just really bad at all of them. We'll do a green.
We have arrived.
But yeah, we get 75% scaling on Displacement Blast, 20% scaling on Assault Mode. GTFO gives us, we have 80% scaling on that, so it's gonna be more or less not as strong, per se. But again, we're also gonna have a lot of basic attack damage as well. It's just not, our autos aren't going to do a lot of damage, but they're gonna be, unless we're using assault mode. Because we're gonna, because that's gonna be where a lot of our auto damage is gonna come from. But most of our damage is gonna be coming from from GTFO and Displacement Blast, as well as our passive. Now we're dealing with a gadget, so she's gonna be able to push the way pretty hard.
3, 2, 1.
But we're gonna primarily focus on just farming a lot, and once we get our once we start getting items, we'll be able to do a bit more.
You have selected prepare for battle.
We're taking the Occult Crest. Combustion makes sense. Prophecy is going to be another good item. Let's see, are we next ability within 3 seconds on landing 3 basic attacks against heroes and monsters. I don't like Magnify. Like, Magnify is very like a... you weave in. Like, you weave abilities in between your autos. That's something that Magnify is something that works better on, like, Shinbi or, that's gonna be something that works better on, like, Shinbi or, He's somehow outside. I'll be right back.
Minions are spawning.
Sorry. I thought one of the dogs was outside and the door was closed. Otherwise, why would it be barking? Alright. But yeah, you saw how much damage we dealt with just one hit. One hit of that.
Initiating.
Your skill rises.
Yeah, she underestimated our damage.
Your power grows.
That's one of the things about Grimmix. You don't want to... If you try to fight him early without any sort of help, you're not gonna... You're gonna lose out on the...
Attack.
You're really gonna lose out. Now, if Rux can pull her, we actually have this. Nice.
First blood. Enemy has been slain.
And that worked out well for us. Really well.
Allies
Kill for
dead.
Rux, a kill for us.
Initiating.
Your skill rises. An enemy has fallen.
Please enter the music
Like she
while
tried.
we recall.
Oh,
Please enter the music while we recall.
eh, it's fine. Alright. Let's do that. As much as I would love to grab Prophecy. Oh, and Shinbi was also coming around from behind to try to get me. They were gonna dive me. They were so pissed with that. But yeah, Gadget trying to go in at me like that. She doesn't respect my damage. Sadly, I can't clear the. Like, that's the one thing about Grimmix. He doesn't really have the option clear unless you count his display class. Because I'm taking more damage from the minions here than I am from... Than I actually work with Gadget. Oh man, I used that
Your power grows.
But yeah, and this,
Under attack.
with this we want to focus on Displacement Blast first. Yeah, Grux was too low to help me. But yeah, that's kind of the mid lane Grimmix. We're gonna go ahead and grab some attack speed here just to help with that. I would have been able to do a little bit more. Assault mode, I don't do a lot of damage right now, but like I said, our Displacement Blast is gonna be our biggest source of damage. We took the buff right now from underneath her. Alright. Now we really have to be careful. Because if she's ever low like that, she's low.
Carry on.
Like if she's ever low, DTFO is gonna... GTFO is going to deal much more damage to her. He's got to be very careful.
Tower under attack.
Gadget on. She's not getting away. Like, she's just purely dead right now. Only hoping to get under, right?
Attack.
Oh, never mind.
Enemy has fallen.
Rush, it's still mine. So yeah, see me doing that was actually kind of...
Initiate.
An enemy tower is under attack. Enemy towers destroyed.
Alright, we got enough. We got combustion.
Please.
We have an extra 350 gold that we can put towards...
GTFO recharged. Firing.
And because our Warlock Crest is we're gonna upgrade that to Typhoon. Basically, it's not gonna be too much different than our regular build. Like, Assault mode's gonna be...
Your power grows.
Like, Assault mode's gonna be our second,
Caution.
our second...
Initiating.
Like, Assault mode's gonna be our secondary form of damage. of damage that we're gonna deal. We're gonna use to deal. We almost took her out from that HP. That's actually kind of funny.
Allied tower under attack. Ally has been slain.
He went under turret.
Initiating.
That's unfortunate. That is kind of unfortunate. But we're still gonna be able to. We're still gonna be able to do a fair amount.
Initiating.
Like, I'm actually hitting Gadget left and right with these displacement blasts, like, and I don't think she knows what to do with it, because its range is disturbingly. Oh.
GTFO.
Enemy tower under siege.
Oh, that shield. She doesn't want to fight me either. Like, I am very much not someone. I'm very much someone they want to be very careful with. And I just find it funny because, like, they had a little bit of difficulty earlier.
Initiating.
She's doing everything she can to try to keep me from getting close to her. I only need 20 more seconds till GTF goes out.
Power grows.
Let's see, can I do something here? 4,
Allied tower under attack.
GTFO ready.
Not unless someone is able to get.
The power of the orb is yours.
Oh, mini prime. I was about to say, wait a minute. You know, if this guy hadn't shown, me actually would have been in a pretty much better position. Oh. Darn it! It took my ult. I mean, that's okay, I guess, but still, that is an unfortunate thing. Let's see. They probably know we're here. That's okay.
Initiating.
Oh, I need a little bit more. No, that was unfortunate.
Enemy tower
Alright. And I'm only 2 off from getting my crest upgrade. Oh, that is so sad.
My favorite.
That worked.
Enemy has been slain.
But we can start working on World Breaker. Like, we're more or less almost a battle. Because dealing magic damage to a hero, so it can come from both. Sorry, so it could be from both of our abilities and prophecy. And prophecy together. Just the on-hit damage from prophecy. I wasn't able to get that. Where could the guy be? I need that. Huh? Where was that shimmy? And of course you can make every single bit of CC on her that you possibly can. Thank you, Grux. You were so wonderful.
Allies perish.
But also the rest of my team did just kind of let it happen, more or less. Alright, we got the...
Killing spree.
Bring it.
we got Typhoon. We got Typhoon now, so it's gonna be... Twin Blast took a shot. Took a turret shot. So as long as I have something to hit with my auto attacks, we're gonna be dealing damage. Alright. The GTFO is doing 592 damage, almost 600 damage. Displacement Blast is dealing over 400.
High tower under attack. Initiate.
Our autos in Assault mode are dealing 47 damage on hit. Okay, this Twin Blast is getting fed for no particular reason.
The enemy is unreal.
Like, guys, what the heck? I'm not afraid. Basically failed trying to get me.
An allied tower destroyed.
Now I have assault, and now I'm getting assault mode upgraded. Like,
Please enjoy music while we recall.
Hold on.
GTFO recharged.
I got GTFO out. That wasn't gonna work. This guy's got Infernum and... Yeah, this guy's got Infernum. Grux has taken a beating.
Allied towers destroyed.
He just got himself killed. I totally forgot they had it. Like, why are you over here? Bellica should be on... You should be helping Bellica. Preferably not. Like, I don't understand, like, why these guys are taking so much of my stuff. Like, they don't need to. Like, there was no need for them to do that. Like, if my team were around to actually help. Like, right there. Like, my team just kind of sat there. Doing nothing. Like, she's legitimately just sitting there for no reason. Like, we were winning so hard, and now we're losing badly. Mainly because this guy is being dead for no reason. And the rest of my team is legitimately just letting them get on top of me for no reason. Like, they're letting this happen. And I would probably already have... Those extra minions that were taken by Grutz and Murdoch, I probably would have been able to get Worldbreaker by now. Or at least, like, I probably would have had Worldbreaker or most of Worldbreaker.
An enemy has fallen.
Like, no one is focusing the Twin Blast, which is the problem.
Enemy double kill.
Alright. So... They don't... Shindy's the only one with any sort of healing. But that's pretty much it. She's got Azure Core. I mean, I don't really need to worry about Caustica as much. Or getting Caustica early. So I think we'll go Oblivion Crown. We don't need to worry about any sort of healing. So yeah, GTFO gives us 720. 672. And
GTFO
43
online.
for... And... Lord. And we can't fight this.
Ally has been slain.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really do anything with Blestus here, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're done with it, but... Let's see. They got it, I think.
Enemy killing
Jesus!
spree.
Nope, nope, no, 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 no. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Like him? No, I don't.
Allied towers destroyed.
No, I don't. There we go. Jeez. Like, it's they're legitimately showing me nothing.
Allied tower under attack.
Like, why aren't the...
An allied tower's destroyed.
I can't get the item I need.
An enemy has fallen.
I'm trying to get Lifefinder. I'm trying to look for Lifefinder. But I'm legitimately not getting... But it's legitimately not letting me select it. Like, I need to... I'm really gonna want to try this. I'm really gonna want to try it. I don't understand why she's trying to come from behind. It's not working. Like, I gotta need to get Lifefinder. I have to. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because I have to heal more. Because I need more. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to build...
Enemy towers destroyed.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna worry about it. Worry about that. Physical armor. Physical armor. They have all sorts of physical armor. I'm gonna need to build something like Kingsbane or something like that. Something with Omnivamp. Yeah, I'm gonna need to, like, build an Omnivamp item. Something that'll, or something that'll... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go with something like that. Because I need to heal more. And I need to do a little bit more with my autos. Like, that's the... Like, this is the thing. We're losing out because our team is constantly scattered. Bellica's legitimately just...
Please enjoy music while we recall.
I'm gonna need to take the Omni Dam. Yeah, the Omni Dam. Here. And I'm just gonna need to get 1600 to get myself caught. Because the extra physical damage is on... Like, I'm only going to be getting any sort of healing when I have Assault Mode on. And with Displacement Blast. And unfortunately, I need to be able to get more. Until it was significantly later. Like, why? We gave them that Fang Tooth for no reason, because the rest of our team just does not know how to group. Like, Murdoch's not even... there was a perfect opportunity right there, but because Murdoch and Shinbi decided to take the longest route possible. The longest route possible. We ended up losing it. I'm gonna have to hold off on getting Caustica because I'm gonna need to get this for... I'm gonna need to get Kingsbane. And it's strictly because I have to... Like, I have to do so much. I have to front for my team. I have to deal damage for my team. My carry. Like, I have to get so close to deal any sort of damage, and the rest of my team just dies for no reason. Like, they just die for no reason. And unfortunately, Grunts doesn't have any defensive items. Shinbi doesn't have any defensive items. He can't even defend the inhib because he's one tappable. He gets too low. We're gonna lose another turret, because, again, like, it's mainly our dueling. Like, they're the reason why we're losing. Like, they fed this guy so hard, it's not even funny. Like, they didn't get the Fang Tooth, but still, like, that was way too much of a... Like, that was way too risky of a situation. Like, Grux is... Those Thunders are level 13, so that's not too bad. But again, this Twin Blast... This Twin Blast is pretty much the reason why we're losing. I mean, honestly, with the way World Breaker is, I probably should... yeah, I need to go Costco as well. I need to get... really increased damage.
Time refresher.
But, like, we can't get this Twin Blast because literally the people that on the team that need to... Like, Grux can't CC him long enough without everyone else jumping onto him. And the rest of us can't get to him. Because the rest of their team... Because he just blows us up. And the people that are supposed to be helping dealing damage to him... aren't where they need to be to deal damage. Like, it is strictly our duo lane's fault. Like, they fed him so badly, it's not even funny. Like, it doesn't matter that Murdoch has 8 kills. He's given so much earlier that it doesn't really matter. And again, they've taken so much. They've taken so much from me that I can't do anything. That I can't get I basically have no income. Because they've taken everything from me. My team is more or less...
under attack.
Like, literally, I don't. Like, I've got absolutely 0 health. This Shinbi has 0 defenses. Like, we're losing. Like, I can't really say Grux is feeding because... I can't say that Grux is feeding because he has to go in. But the rest of the team just pissed that whole thing away. They just pissed it away. Because they fed the Twin Blast. Like, he wasn't even doing that great until they started feeding him. Like, they couldn't get anything on me until after the Twin Blast, they fed the Twin Blast. Like, they had to multi-man... I was the second most fed on my team. Yet I'm willing to say I probably did more damage than the fucking Murdoch.
Selected combat mode.
Total damage to heroes. Yeah, I did more damage than the fucking Murdoch. All of our... That is just fucking... That is absolutely ridiculous. I did the most damage on my team. Even more than the Shinbi. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, that just goes to show how useless he was. He was not getting into any of these fights. He was constantly feeding them.
Looks like
He was basically just feeding them. Like, the only reason why he got kills was because he was getting the lucky last hits. Pretty much. Or they were low enough that he was able to finish them off. Like, it had nothing to do with him actually being able to deal damage. That sucks that we lost because of that. But we're gonna call it there. Thank you guys so much for dropping by, hanging out.